Taurus. All right. The song that came up for you is So Anxious. Wow. At first listen, it's like, oh, that's hot, That's cool. This is something that always what influences people get in the mood. It's real sensual, and it's showing the desire for a person to be with another person. But I want you to listen to it very carefully. I want you to understand a couple of things here. He's keeping track of time. 9 o'clock, right? Home alone, paging you, wishing you come over my place after a while. Like, let me know. We can just, like it's 10:10. Where you been? Did you get my message? We can just keep talking about the last time you were here, what we did. Okay, cool. So this person, just listen to the lyrics, baby. Just listen to the lyrics. Okay. You say you're working. Well, just hit me as soon as your shift is over, and I'll be waiting, because I can't sleep, reminiscing about you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I think he said something about 11:32. But anyway, but it's like 4 hours. Think about it. If you're at work and you're at towards the end of your shift, but it's like you've been there, 3/4 of the way or whatever, or 2/3 of the way, and you just keep getting these messages. It's like, I can't stop thinking about you. I want to see you. Then damn, it's like, okay, did you get my message? Because you didn't reply. Okay. And it's like, the person is not working. They're at home chilling. But because they're thinking about another person, they feel it's okay to keep messaging and inciting it. Hey, did you get my message? Hey, I'm thinking about you. Hey, I want to see you. Hey, can you come over? And it's like, not only am I having to think about what I'm doing at work, anything I had planned when I got home, now I have to consider if I still need to do that or fulfill the need of yours to come see you. But I still need to go home and wash my ass. And then I would have to leave out. And then I would have to come over. And then we would do the thing. But you've been thinking about it for hours. I would have to be rushed into the mood of getting ready to be intimate. There is no consideration there. I need you to really pay attention to what's happening. It's like, if you're on the ready and you're on the go and you want to feel it and you want to have it, or the person that you're dealing with is adamant about, like, they hit you up and they want to see you because they've been thinking about you and they've been reminiscing about you and things like that. And they want to talk about the last time that y'all engaged in that activity. Have they seen you since the last time y'all engaged in that activity? Or has it only primarily been about when y'all link up like that? Because that's what they cannot get off their mind. They didn't say, meet me for coffee. They didn't say, I want to take you out on a date. They didn't say, hey, let's have a movie night. That's not what the song entails. It's talking about, because of the hookups that they've had, the hookup they want to have is all that is on the mind, is all that's in the spirit, that's all that's in the intention for wanting to talk and solicit attention from this other human being, who is a human being, who has work to do because they're at work, who can't just prioritize sex and hooking up over their basic needs to earn money and take care of their business, and now having to reposition their night after they, maybe they can make those plans. Cool. It's a little borderline obsessive. I said it, and I meant it. So, Taurus, if you're dealing with a person like this, or you are the person like this, keep it in mind. I need you to pay attention. I need you to pay attention. I need you to pay attention. I have individuality here with an 11, and I have compassion with the 99. And split the deck. I have manifestation. It's like from rooter to the tutor. You two both desire something. You're both your own person. But in the throes of, I'm going to say it, in the throes of fucking, there's certain things that's manifested. Compassion aligns with the both of you because it is a double-digit number. It's a 99. So I feel like it splits, and both of you are at an octave of 9. So you're meeting eye to eye on that, and then this individuality. The manifestation here is a singular 8. You could very well be in the company of somebody who is like you. And that would be it would be a change of scenery. It would be a good thing, I suppose. I see the tower. Hold on. Alright, let me see. Fuck. And then I see the Ace of Swords. Okay. So this may be a good thing for you then, because this may be a good thing for you. I was hoping that it wasn't like a damaging type of vibe, because it is, like I said, it's oppressive. And I think maybe that's what it is, that you need somebody who is equal to the, I'm just going to say obsession. And you don't have to see it as a bad thing if that's what you like to do for your partners and you want it done to you just the same. And you find somebody who is like, they have to have a human touch quite often in these types of ways in order to like if they have a high sex drive and you have a high sex drive, cool. That's cool. But you have to make sure that this person is on the same page with you. And not to only reach out in those types of instances, because they have other things going on too. They have a life too. So but even the efforts, after this person has been working, it better be you going to them, because that would be inconsiderate as fuck to be like, well, shit, since you're getting off of work and you're out, you might as well just come on. If you've been thinking about this for hours, then you already have a plan set in place and can accommodate them. Have you thought of that? Are you going to do that? Because you wanted a need met, so you reached out and you're soliciting their attention, texting them every hour on the hour to see, hey, damn, you ain't respond. Damn, are we still meeting up? Because I can't stop thinking about it. So remember, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and we're going to get it in like this and we're going to do that. Is this person not tired after working all day? Have they eaten? Maybe they're a little musty. Maybe it got hot. Maybe they've been sweating. Maybe somebody didn't show up. Like, there's a sense of consideration that needs to be taken. And, I mean, when it comes to a Taurus and what they want and need, if they don't have the supporting placements to have that sense of compassion, because your compassion can be, I want to love on you and I want to make you feel good, but I also want to feel good and I can't stop thinking about it. So making you feel good makes me feel good. That could be where the sense of compassion is being utilized. But you both have individual needs. Just assure that when you're meeting when your needs are being met, that theirs are too. Okay. There's a way to balance the situation. I think now two people can be on the same page with shit. Okay. We have the Justice card. Okay, 6 of Wands. I'm going to show you that, right? There's a sense of attraction and fascination. Of even, like, this is that getting a person's attention, sending that text message or whatever, like it's a virtual feeling up on somebody, because you're enticing and you're exciting these things. Even if they're busy doing something else, if they glance and read the message, it creates an energetic response, right? So when I was asking, I was like, okay, well, we have individuality here. So it's 1 and 1. It's an 11. That is a master number. And that's typically what justice is, coming under the energy of 11. But in this particular instance, it's an 8. And it's aligning with this manifestation. So what has been manifested, either this is someone that you already know and have been dealing with or have dealt with, or this is someone brand new that's coming in. Things will have to be balanced going forward. And I feel that because you both carry this 1 to 9 energy, it could be everything on that scale, or it could be a 1 energy where you can focus on self and a 9 energy where you can focus on others. It's Aries, and it's giving me Aquarius type of energy, where Aries would be the self, kind of self-focused, putting themselves first, and Aquarius is other and altruistic and friends, and it has those outer limit type of, like, not outer limits, like do 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 do, not like that. Libra's here, so it is like giving that contrast, where it's compromising, and it is giving this sense of, it is giving a sense of balance. Okay, cool, great. I love to see it, especially in a situation where I'm like, Ginuwine, your ass wasn't slick, it was sexy. But when a person really starts to discern what they hear and what they are accepting when it comes in musical form, the messages that it aligns with, you sing some shit long enough, it starts to become a part of your life and you start to enact it. So music is very influential, the vibration and the message that it gives. So this person can match your intensity. But just as much as you want pleasure and want to be pleased, they want to too. Just as much as you want to give them pleasure and please them, they want to too. There's a time and place for everything. The way that it manifests, so that it's not primarily physically based. Physical transcends just the sexual realm. It's also the way you're spending the time together, the time you're investing in getting to know each other. These are very active, physical, pentacle based things. And this is what's being asked of you to do. There's the 2 of Pentacles here, where a person is none the wiser and being snuck up on. So this is when, okay, all right, this is where a person has to know, like, you have to be able to read your partner. You really do. You have to be able to gauge what they really desire, what they want, or what their temperament is when they're on their grind, when they're doing their business or handling something of importance that adds to their financial individuality, that adds to their growth, their evolution, their stability for themselves, the very things that you may appreciate about them. You need to understand that it has to be done, especially because we're dealing with Earth, and I see the King and Queen of Pentacles here. So this is what I'm saying. The person matches you, but you have to be conscientious, because this person may not be a Taurus with the placements of Taurus in their chart just like you, or their charts may not mirror yours. So the way they implement their energy, even if they have Earth, Capricorn, or Virgo, or even a Taurus placement somewhere, the way that they implement it may be in a completely different way that you do. So if your focus in spending time and energy is in a particular regard, it's going to be different for this other person. Okay, so I want to show you the differences, because between the King and Queen of Pentacles is a devil, and it popped out and it hit the table reverse, and I was like, oh fuck, because I saw him and he flipped. So it's showing me that it's not just a sexual deviance, it's not just a obsession with sex itself, but it can end up looking that way because of the pursuant nature of the energy. It's very like, hey, come hither, hey, I'm thinking about you, hey, I'm fantasizing, hey, I want it. In the message of the music is what I'm getting, right? So that's where I'm like, hey, we need to be clear. We need to set the shit straight so that two people don't end up going down the road and losing focus of what the energy has been spent on thus far, what it has really built thus far. Because if for any reason a person cannot have sex for an extended period of time, whether they're traveling, moving, healing from something, the, the schedules are off, and there's, two people are doing their own thing and can't get together physically, what binds, what bonds, not binds, what bonds the relationship so that it is solid? What makes sure that two people can stay on the same page or always regain that consistency with one another? That's what needs to be looked at, to be manifested here on the behalf of both of you in a way that is fair and just, that is less like Aries energy and more like less like Aries energy and more like Libra energy and companion. And you should have access to this anyway, being Venusian, being a part of what Venus represents. You have to be able to see not only what could be done in your favor to appease the appetite you may have, but what this other person is hungry for. I see a change in you, Taurus. I really do. Readings that I have given, I have delivered in a harsh manner, and it seems as though subtly but assuredly your energy has shifted. It really has. The things that you value and the things that you do and the way that you're focusing your attention has changed. And I'm here for it. I'm really here for it. Six of Wands with this energy. I mean, you are going to get that person. You are going to, because it's something the heart really wants. It's something that you really want to take care of. It's something that you feel. And you may have to feel it on a physical level in order to equate that to your emotional state. Because if you can't feel it, if you can't see it, if you can't touch it, it may not register completely. It's a very active force. This is that magician energy, Gemini and Virgo, Mercury. So we have Mercury showing up, we have Venus showing up, we have Capricorn showing up in this devil energy, which would be Saturnian too. So there could have been a cycle here of toxicity. There could have been a cycle here of a karmic debt. With this devil being reversed, I feel now the engagement of two people, the getting to know each other can be hot, fresh, and new and exciting. Because I think that some things have been put on the table, will be put on the table, or sorted out where they weren't before. It's like going from a south node type of energy to a north node type of energy, where a person has done a complete 180. Both people have done 180. And I think when these two people have met initially, they met and the energy exchanged itself. Like it gave a glimpse of what they would be in their complete maturation, or their a certain point in their evolution that hadn't happened yet. So then when that started to fade and they were back to their natural vibration, things were not adding up. And so there was toxicity. There was the devil in the upright. There were these issues with having compassion for one another, and also an issue with identity for the both of them. But the one thing was for certain things that were done in connecting with this person, I don't feel like they're brand new. I feel like when they re-emerge, you will have to treat it as if it's a new connection, because there has been so much time, change, things that have happened. It's like you don't know the person, like they're not the same person, but they're a person you recognize because you saw them in their exaltation even before it became a permanent part of their vibration. Like vibrations can change, yes, but your base vibration When you do your evolution, you get to another level, and you get to another level, you resonate there for a while until you ascend and solidify the next vibration and go up the octave. Just like a singer, the more they practice, they can get those notes clearer. They can start to ascend in their, and get higher and higher, and safely though. When you just jump vibrations, when you just jump heights of notes and things like that, you can really damage yourself. The way that you speak, just that instrument of communication, the way that your vibration carries, you can really damage your vibration by ascending too high and cracking at those vibrational rates. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying here is, understand how King of Pentacles, you may be coming off to the feminine, and Queen of Pentacles, you may be coming off to the masculine. There's a sense of desire here that the person is not wholeheartedly ready for, or they're caught off guard, is what I was saying with this Two of Pentacles here. But also there's a sense of disinterest, or that a person's not being paid attention to. It's like too much attention given it a wrong implementation of time, but also attention that's not being given when it should be. So this is where that balance has to happen, because this can be the reason why either the king or queen can act in these ways. Like, if the King of Pentacles, the queen, just approaches the queen when she is unsuspecting and has already planned how she's going to use her energy, he will be met with this type of response or interaction, which may leave him feeling away, because he's not taking into consideration or having the compassion to understand that once is enough to mention. Because if Queen of Pentacles is going to prioritize what's the most pressing and where her energy needs to be, and if it's at work and it's her coin and it's her security, she's not going to put everything down in order to cater to a sexual need of someone who still has to wait until they finish doing this thing that they're doing. But she will note it, she will put it in mind and keep it and get to it as soon as she can, right? She can prioritize things, but that would not be the most pressing thing at that moment. So the King of Pentacles is coming in like this, and like I say, he's catching her off guard or whatnot, or even, the response he's met with can be this type of apathy or seeming like she's not interested, when really she is. She's interested. But there's a time and a place for it. There's a time and a place for it. You know what I mean? So there has to be this balance here, because I think that things have gone too far, or with the lovers that you may have or have had, this has been an issue with people saying that, the King of Pentacles comes on too strong, and he's too demanding, and he's too this, and he's too that. There's just consideration that needs to be given. With the Queen of Pentacles, like, she's not feeling enough, she's not expressing enough, she's this and that, and she should do more, and you have to consider everywhere that she has to be and how she's using her energy. The Queen of Pentacles does more than the King of Pentacles. She has more of a responsibility to give than the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles keeps shit balanced, keeps shit secure. But if you're on the Queen and if you're on the feminine end of the Pentacle suit, you're a person that a lot of people come and seek you out to have things done. Like, they know that that's a person that's going to do it, that's going to do it right, that's going to do it well, that's going to make sure that other people know how to do it. Whether it be kids, whether it be work, whether it be home, friends, it's just something about the Queen of Pentacles energy. Now, the King of Pentacles, people usually solicit his attention when they want a wise opinion, or they want some kind of guidance, or even the Queen of Pentacles can give guidance, but this King of Pentacles has a different set of responsibilities than the Queen of Pentacles does. They don't do the same types of things, so therefore their responsibilities are different. The considerations have to be, they can't be cookie cutter. They have to be specified for the person that you're dealing with. If you could wear the shoes and the hat and the many hats of the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, could you do everything and still have that, you know, split second response? Like what's expected of the Queen of Pentacles to respond with, the King of Pentacles has to understand she has to prioritize and take time. So I'm not going to keep harping on the same thing because I keep saying the same energy and shit. But there will be a meeting of the minds. There will be a, this is Eight of Wands. There will be a time when both can see eye to eye. This is what's being manifested now. This Eight of Wands, you know, Cupid, arrows of love and communication. It's aligned here with this particular deck, the Justice card. So this is fair and it will be balanced. And I think it's just because two people are being able to see things from the other person's perspective, which was maybe the holdup to begin with. So again, when you reemerge or re-meet or rekindle, it's not even a re. Start from fucking scratch, as if you don't know each other. You've only gotten the impression that you do. The person they are now is somebody that you have not encountered for at least 2 years. Two of Pentacles, and the individuality card is an 11, alluding to that 2 vibration. 1 + 1 = 2. So yeah, this could be long withstanding though, like having known them for a while. But you have to realize, like, your skin regenerates after a month, your stomach lining repairs itself after 5 days, the lungs start to repair themselves at a certain rate. After 7 years, the skin cells that you have are no longer the skin cells that you had. All that stuff has changed, has shifted. Like, they have never touched certain things that they knew about you are no longer true about you. If it has been over a certain amount of time, they have never touched this skin that you've had. You may have remembered or muscle memory of when you have been touched, but I'm telling you, that shit, it starts to wear off over time. So to assure that it's not just a sexual based connection, you really have to understand what remaining in your autonomous state means for each of you, where you're not thrown off course or influenced by this other person's being there or not being there. The fantasy can be very vivid and very much real, to where it's like, I need this itch scratched now. I'm hungry. I want to eat this. I got a taste for this. But you have to understand that not everything is hot and ready like a Little Caesars. That sometimes cuisine and fine dining take time, baby. And the preparation for that even is the anticipation building. Being at work and trying to put themselves in a mental and emotional and a sexual mode in order to respond to you may not be the most conducive to the other priorities that they have in their life. So be aware of what you're expecting of other people, at what time, what it may conflict or impede with. You need to be very aware and conscientious of another person's responsibilities and duties and obligations, especially if they're a hustler like you, not just spinning their wheels, but they're actually getting shit done and they're very good at what they do and very productive with it. You may not want to fuck up the flow, so just send the message and chill. They'll respond when they get it. You don't have to keep soliciting an answer or a reply back, because you know this person, or you are getting to know this person. Allow them to, because at any moment, the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles, when they feel they have crossed a boundary or have done something disrespectful, they can amend themselves, or they can catch their own, imbalance. So be mindful of that. Like, if you thought about it, they've thought about it twice. This is just the earth sign type of thing, especially Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Like, although they're earth, they're very mental too. So you have to understand. Taurus is opposite Scorpio, but it's also Virgo is sextile Scorpio. Which is shit. So does Capricorn in sextile Scorpio. Yeah. Huh? that right? Yeah, it's 2 signs away, right? I ain't tripping. Okay, so we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn showing up in this reading. You're somebody knows how to use Earth and manifest the way that you know how to use Earth and manifest, but maybe in varying degrees. So to try to use Earth against a person who has Earth, you're already losing a battle that you can't win. So it's like, how do you join forces, or how do you bring these two strengths together? There's a way to use these and actually do some good and have some benefit and be able to manifest, because your individuality and their individuality is not going to change. It gets better with time. It evolves. It's fine like wine. It just ages like a great ass cheese. I'm hungry. So yeah, you can indulge with each other, but make sure that that's you can use it to keep the flame lit, and there's no flames here, so it's not telling me like fire is combustible and it usually goes out. um so I'm glad that I don't see it here. I see pentacles, pentacle, pentacle, earth, um and some fire and air. I did see the King of Cups, but it's like a lot of this is based off of stability, being stable, being sure, being assured, being self-assured, but also being able to use your energy. Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, those are the two better Wands cards that you want to have. It is a success, and it is a rapid movement or a progression forward. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to use and exercise that type of energy, then that's cool. Even the Two of Pentacles, it talks about priority. It talks about choice, decision, but also management of, you know what I'm saying? So it does deal with time. It does deal with energy. And there's a sense here too of wanting to surprise someone, or to um, try something to spice it up, or give it a different flavor, and that's cool. But you have to make sure that the flavor that you're serving is something that's palatable for your partner. So just stay on the same page, baby. Make sure that there's a variety. So if you don't get the response that you want with that first interaction, or reaching out to see where they're at and wanting to hook up and whatnot, then just know that it's not a deterrence or a deferral, so to speak. It could just be, hey, this is misplaced in this time or in this place, and as soon as I have the convenience to, I want to give you full attention, or it's being considerate of the other person, because they could rush a reply to you, and you may be put off by it not being thought out, or it not being feel like it's personal to you. You know what I mean? So just understand that two people handle things in a very methodical way. So if you handle shit in a methodical way in your everyday life, you can't be handled, right? So just understand that just because you desire something, the next person can't be handled as if they're just supposed to, when you beckon a call, that they're supposed to automatically be on the ready to respond. There's no commands here, not with two fucking King and Queen of Pentacles. These are two solid ass boss energies. There's power. Mind you, no matter what fucking earth sign it is, or what the earth placement is, it has intelligence of the water sign on the other end of it. And therefore, the emotional intelligence is high. The intuition is high. This is how the earth energy is able to operate in a very productive manner. All right. So, but you're meeting your match, or you have met your match, and you're just getting to know them again for the first time, though. It's like, okay, it was done in an Aries type of way. This is how I feel, because individuality is first, and it's crowning this Justice card. I feel like it was done in an Aries type of manner, very quick, very hot, very passionate, very impulsive, and there was not much thought put into things. It was more about the fire, the spark, the passion that was put into the getting to know you part, which it was physicality. But now it's like, hey, I don't want to see you as something that I use to make myself feel good, which would be that impulsivity, which would be that self-serving energy of one. Now it's like I know who I am as a one. I know who I am. I can stand on that, and I don't lose my value, and it's not threatened by this Libra energy being able to engage with you or partner with you or compromise with you. But compromising goes both ways. So there's this Two of Pentacles here that says, if a person is vulnerable, another person has, to not take advantage of that, and vice versa. No matter who's doing what, it's like, don't hit me with the wham bam. I like to be prepared. So knowing you want somebody to come over, you have to make sure not to spring it on them at the last minute. You have to be considerate of their time. If they're a parent, if they run a business, if they're management, if their schedule it fluctuates, or if they travel for work, or no matter what it is, there's a many factors that an earth sign is going to keep in rotation about them. They're not idle for very long. So you have to understand, if you have not been in their active environment or in their active life, that they would have to fit you in it. Like, you don't just automatically have all this immense amount of time and all this immense amount of attention, because then that would take something from somewhere else. They have to redistribute and make sure that everything stays solid and balanced and manicured in a particular way. Like, things have to be done in an orderly manner, not OCD like, but so that nothing is neglected. This is the earth way. I'm gonna leave it alone. But you hear me what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? Okay, that's it. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I hope y'all like the reading. I really enjoy this energy for you, because it's not one person in control. And that's, for a fixed energy, I like this turnaround of messages from where they have been, dating back years, to where they are now. I really like the evolution of this. And I feel like, yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it. You've done a whole hell of a lot of work to deserve this. And you've manifested it. But at the same time, it's not a specific person that you were manifesting. It's what you were manifesting in trait, in characteristic, in not even a type. It's just certain traits in morality that another person actually just aligns with. And being able to recognize it, and being able to recognize it, I think you'll now value it and see it in another way. Where there won't be any confusion later on what this means to you, because you'll be able to recognize it's something that you always wanted, or they'll also be able to recognize this is something that they desired and they wanted too. So this is what bridges the gap, which takes the toxicity and obsession out of it. There is no possession, no obsession. It's not. No one is an object of affection. It's experiencing each other in appreciation, having that compassion, and also letting them be who they are with this individuality. Yeah, y'all choking me up because y'all want me to stop fucking talking. And that's okay. So I will see y'all ass another time. But I appreciate y'all letting me read this energy for you. And I do like the change of pace. So yeah, I said bye twice, and I'm gonna say it a fucking third time. I will see y'all later.